Hey there guys, AyeitsJustin here. I'm bringing you a tutorial on Smite on how to build. What the heck? What was that? Well, on how to build Hades. You know, the tank. So let's go first for the item build. So there's a few ways to build them. There's actually only two. One's tanky, the other's an attack. And what I usually go for is attack, or half attack, half tank, but I'm going to show you how to do regular tank. So of course, the first thing you want would be reinforced greaves. So work on that first. The next item really depends on who your opponents are. If it's all just a whole magical attack or mages you're going up against, all you need is magical defense. So Bulwark of Hope would be a great item to get. That would be probably the next item you want to get. Stone of Gaia would also be good. You get HP back every 2 seconds. I mean every 5 seconds. You get 2% of your max HP back every 5 seconds. Which is great because you're a tank. You would need that HP regeneration. So get that. This would be all magical. If you wanted... I don't know why I'm going to recommended. Let's go to... It's all easy for... They've made it easier to come and buy items. Another one would be this, because it absorbs 1 crowd control every 45 seconds. That would be a great one. Void Stone, just because of the reduced magic protection of enemies. So you hit them a little bit harder. That's fun. That's really fun. Pestilence only if you're going up against enemies that can heal, like Hell or Ra or Hercules. Oh god, Hercules is one of those tough guys. So that's for magical. It's just I would just pick the Bulwark of Hope and the Magi's Blessing plus Stone of Gaia. I mean, you could get Stone of Gaia anytime you want, but it's pretty good early game and later game. So physical protection. If you're going up against a team with a little bit more physical attackers, like let's say Bakasura, Loki, or Anher, you know, you would want this just so you don't get taken down so easily. Hide of the Nemean Lion is really good. It reflects 20% of the basic attacks back. Breastplate, if you want that cooldown. Hades doesn't really need it, but you know, it's good to have. Let's see. Mail of Renewal. This is a really good item, especially if your team is like going in there and killing. Since you're a tank, you're not really gonna kill much. But I'll show you to build that so you know you can rack them kudos up. But yeah, if you're going tank, Mail of Renewal will be great for you. And it gives you a cooldown reduction, plus 300 health. That 10%, it gives you 10% maximum health back and mana in a 5-second interval when either you kill someone or you get an assist on an enemy god. So this is why this item is really good to have on a tank. Other than that, Sovereignty is fine. It gives your allies some protection also. One Guardian Mail. I don't know about that one. Magi's Blessing again. That's a really good one to have. If you feel like, you know, being a tank and damaging them slowly over time, Mystical Mail would be another good item. Alright, so that's tank. That is tank. I'm gonna show you a different build, which is attack Hades. So you want to go the different route and buy either Shoes of Focus or Shoes of the Magi. One is one is magical penetration, while the other one gives you 50% cooldown reduction. I usually just go for that, the magical protection, since you know your ult is basically the one you're gonna be using the most when you attack Hades, or magical attack Hades, I presume. That would be the first item. Although you can change up, you don't need to buy the boots. Although I recommend it because Hades is the slowest person is the slowest god ever. He's so slow. Hold on, let me can I get out of this? What? You know, let me sell the boots. Let me show you why, like, his movement speed. Oh my god. Do you feel this? Do you feel this? Oh my god. It is so slow. He is so slow. So I mean, it's your preference. Would you want 18% more movement speed in the beginning, or would you want Bancroft's talent? Now this thing, man, in the beginning, it's such a good item because your ult pulls in opponents, and every time you lose a certain percentage of your health, you gain magical power, additional magical power. So when you use your ult, all they're basically doing, most of the time they're gonna come in and try to kill you off because, you know, it's Hades. You're the giant target in the middle, sucking all of them in, so they're gonna run towards you and attack you. So all the HP you lose goes towards your attack power. So the more they damage you within that time frame of that ultimate, it just does more and more damage. So Bancroft's talent is one of those items that you would want to get because it's really good, especially when you're using that ult. I usually go for this one in the beginning, but if you really want movement speed, I would suggest going for Shoes of Magi, or if you want that cooldown reduction too, Shoes of Focus. Next item, it doesn't really matter. The next item, I mean, Ratatouille all the time. Ratatouille. Ratatouille. It gives you a lot more magical power. This is just pure attack. So Obsidian Shard, if you're going up against a tank, or if anyone's building like magical defense, Obsidian Shard would be good for you. It gives you some magical penetration, 33%. Polynomicon is also a good item. You come in, you use your 3, and then you just basic attack them. It gives you... Oh, it's 85%? It used to be 100% extra magical with the basic attack. I guess they changed it. Oh well, your next basic attack within 5 seconds is plus 85% of your magical power. So it does basically times, what, 2? Well, it's actually 1.85, but, you know, it's a lot stronger. Spear of the Magus is the same thing as Obsidian Shard. I say... Some argue this could be better, but I usually go for Obsidian Shard. If you want Telekinesis Ring, it just gives your basic attack an additional 40. And it also gives you a attack speed buff, but yeah, I mean, not a buff, it just gives you 10% attack speed. Not really that good. It does give you some magical protection also, if you want to go down that road. Voidstone. Pythagorean's Piece. That lifesteal is really good, especially... No, it wouldn't be good with Bancroft's Talisman, or Talon. Why do I keep calling it Talisman? Whatever. It wouldn't coexist with the Talon, because you would be losing less HP every time you attack because of the lifesteal. Although this thing also has lifesteal. Soul Reaver is also a good item. Oh, 15%, used to be 35. So they've been downgrading some items. It's been some time. This is another good item. If you use one of your abilities on another god, they take 50% of their maximum health in additional damage. So, if you're going up against a tank and then you use your ult, the first hit from the ult will take 50% of their maximum health as additional damage. And then it would just keep going. It should have a recovery time. Yeah, it occurs once every 60 seconds, so mind you, but it does give you 100 magical power and 300 mana. So that'd be a next item to get. I would say Gem of Isolation. I would say Gem of Isolation before Polynomicon. And then you could just go Polynomicon. It's whatever could give you the most magical damage, basically, magical power. It's not really much that would give you a lot, but there is a lot of items to choose from. And yeah, that's about it. You could go Lifesteal. Instead of the Bancroft's Talus, you could go well, it would be, you would put Bancroft Talon in the lifesteal area. So lifesteal would just be all these items except Divine Ruin. You don't really need that. Okay, you might want to use this if they have a healer on their on your opponent's team. So that would be fully attack Hades. Let me go and show you. All right, so of course you max out your ult. Whenever you get a chance, you max out your ult. I would suggest going for your 3 first. Put 1 in the other 2, and then try to max out your 3 first. It's gonna hit 4, so it's gonna force you to level up the other 2. I would say go for the second skill, and mostly the second skill. So it'd be mostly 3, and then 2, and then 1. I say level up 1 last because it's usually used as an initiator to initiate an attack on the opposing team or an escape. This isn't gonna be like the best demonstration because Ra's like really bad, and he's dead. That's basically it. That's initiating. A good combination for skills would be 1 and then 2, because they then get hit by fear and they are stunned for a little bit, and he runs, and all you have to do is your ult. Easy. It's pretty easy to use. Not really much else to him other than just popping in and out. That's basically his game. And it all depends on your preference. If you want to play him as an attacker, go ahead. If you want to play him as defensive guardian, even though he's supposed to be a defensive guardian, play him as that. Yeah, in the end, it's just personal preference. For me, I like going full attack Hades. He has the defense in the beginning anyways for a good attacker, and after that, he just becomes another squishy god. So I believe that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Peace out.